step into a world where Western heritage meets Eastern fantasy. Today, we're exploring a truly unique fusion in interior design, Ralph Lauren's equestrian elegance paired with the timeless beauty of chinoiserie. This union creates spaces that feel both luxurious and steeped in history, tradition, and rich storytelling. Ralph Lauren is synonymous with American sophistication. Think tailored tweeds, rich mahogany furniture, leather saddles, and the comforting aura of a crackling fireplace. His home collections often echo this spirit, deeply rooted in aristocratic equestrian tradition, combining rustic charm with high-end luxury in a way few brands can replicate. Chinoiserie is a European interpretation of Asian motifs, lush gardens, pagodas, phoenixes, and dragons, filtered through a Rococo lens. With origins in the 17th century, chinoiserie embodies fantasy and exoticism. When integrated into interiors, it brings a dreamlike quality, layered, ornate, and utterly romantic, often painted in porcelain blues or gilded golds. At first glance, chinoiserie and Ralph Lauren's Americana might seem worlds apart. But their union works beautifully. Both styles lean into storytelling, craft, and detail. Chinoiserie offers fluid, organic visuals, Ralph Lauren grounds them with structure. Together, they create dynamic contrasts, soft meets strong, east meets west, silk meets saddle. Silk chinoiserie wallpapers featuring hand-painted flora and fauna contrast against Ralph Lauren's tartan plaids and houndstooth. Upholstered chairs may feature dragon embroidery while being trimmed with studded leather. This interplay of texture and textile deepens visual interest and invites touch, making the room not just seen, but felt. This aesthetic thrives on a refined color palette. Picture indigo blues from Ming porcelain, oxblood reds from lacquer screens, and warm caramel tones from vintage leather. Accents of jade, ivory, and burnished gold create depth. It's a palette both regal and earthy, perfect for the grounded dreamer. Wallpaper becomes a storybook in these spaces. Ralph Lauren's signature pinstripes may border a wall adorned with panoramic Chinese garden scenes. The result is an enveloping experience. Walls no longer just separate rooms, they narrate tales of emperors, mountains, and horseback rides through history. Saddles, stirrups, and bridles don't just belong in the tack room. In this style, they become decor, mounted on walls, shaped into curtain tiebacks, or embossed onto leather throw pillows. Equestrian motifs echo Ralph Lauren's DNA while adding tactile heritage to chinoiserie's visual opulence. Lotus flowers, cranes, and cherry blossoms infuse serenity into otherwise masculine rooms. Imagine a study wrapped in dark wood and plaid, centered around a lacquered black screen painted with gold leaf koi. These elements calm the space, adding balance and a contemplative energy. Authenticity anchors this fusion. Ming Dynasty ceramics, antique horse saddles, and 19th century French chinoiserie panels are not just decorative, they're stories preserved in porcelain and leather. Collecting such pieces gives depth to the space, ensuring it doesn't feel staged, but instead curated over a lifetime. Curved chinoiserie chairs with bamboo frames sit beside Ralph Lauren's robust leather club chairs. Lacquered cabinets meet distressed oak consoles. The key is balance, combining light and heavy, feminine and masculine, ornate and restrained. These combinations allow each piece to sing while still belonging to a shared melody. This style thrives on layers, literally and figuratively. Throw blankets, textured cushions, embroidered silks, and worn horsehair rugs all contribute to a collected feeling. Each layer adds warmth, inviting guests to sink in, explore, and discover a story beneath every fold and brushstroke. A grand fireplace is often the heart of a Ralph Lauren interior. Add to that a chinoiserie overmantel mirror or hand-painted screen above the mantel, and you have a powerful focal point. It speaks of heritage and luxury, offering a quiet moment of reflection in a richly adorned setting. Chandeliers with crystal drops, equestrian-style sconces, and pagoda-inspired lamps define the lighting choices. This mixture provides both mood and contrast. Lighting in this style isn't just functional, it sets a scene, casting golden glows on silk wallpaper and illuminating hand-carved details with drama and grace. Nature is essential in both design languages. While Ralph Lauren brings in the wild outdoors through equestrian elements and rustic finishes, Chinoiserie invites imagined gardens, birds in flight, and still lotus ponds. Fresh flowers, like orchids or peonies, complete the tableau, bringing scent and softness into these stately rooms. You don't need a manor house to make this work. Even modern apartments can adopt this style by using statement wallpaper, a few key antiques, and Ralph Lauren fabrics. The goal is to layer and contrast, melding old and new, east and west, until the room tells your unique story. Ralph Lauren's Bedford estate and flagship stores often play with chinoiserie accents. Designers like Miles Red and Michelle Nussbaumer also blend these styles masterfully. Look to their work for inspiration, whether it's a dining room wrapped in chinoiserie panels or a den with a saddle-stitched leather ottoman. This style isn't about mimicry, it's about storytelling. Use heirlooms, travel finds, and inherited textiles. Maybe it's your grandmother's Chinese tea set paired with a Ralph Lauren tartan runner. These combinations, when personal, create soulful spaces filled with meaning rather than just beauty. Contrast is where the magic happens. A lacquer screen against raw wood. A silk pillow tossed onto a rugged leather bench. A delicate crane motif above a horsebit framed mirror. These unexpected pairings spark curiosity and elevate the room from well-designed to unforgettable. This style can be adapted to every room. Imagine a powder room wrapped in navy chinoiserie wallpaper, a walk-in closet with saddle leather detailing, or a guest room draped in silk and plaid. Each space becomes a small world, richly textured and deeply expressive. One of the reasons this style resonates is its gender balance. Ralph Lauren's interiors often lean masculine, but when softened with chinoiserie, they become welcoming to all. The rugged lines of a campaign desk become softer under the glow of a lantern-shaped lamp and cherry blossom art. Build a space that showcases your passions. Whether that's vintage polo memorabilia or delicate hand-painted fans, let your collection shine. Curated displays create intimacy. When done right, the space becomes a cabinet of curiosities, one that invites your guests to wander, wonder, and ask questions. Swagged silks, bamboo blinds, embroidered panels, window treatments become centerpieces in this aesthetic. Combining textures and historical references creates visual interest while controlling light. Choose patterns that speak to both Ralph Lauren's classicism and Chinoiserie's romanticism for stunning results. This aesthetic is born from global curiosity. Whether you're inspired by the polo clubs of Argentina or the gardens of Suzhou, allow travel to inform your palette, your patterns, and your treasures. Your interiors become a map, marked not with cities, but with moments and memories. You don't need a full makeover to start. Try adding a chinoiserie vase to your Ralph Lauren console. Or hang a Chinese ink painting above a leather bench. These subtle gestures spark transformation and give you the confidence to evolve your space, piece by piece. Chinoiserie fabrics often feature birds, branches, and misty mountains. Layer them with Ralph Lauren's plaids, velvets, and linens. The result? A space that feels like a whispered story, one you might hear in a library at dusk, surrounded by books, candlelight, and a world waiting outside. This fusion is incredibly flexible with the seasons. In summer, let light silks and florals shine. In winter, lean into dark woods, velvet drapes, and heavier textiles. Seasonal shifts breathe life into the space, keeping it fresh and ever-evolving without compromising its essence. A Ralph Lauren dining room with chinoiserie elements becomes a stage for unforgettable meals. Picture gilded bamboo chairs, blue and white porcelain plates, and horsebit napkin rings. Dining becomes not just a ritual, but a theatrical experience, elevated by history, texture, and taste. More than just visual appeal, this style evokes emotion. The quiet grandeur of a silk screen, the nostalgia of saddle leather, the calm of lotus blossoms, it all adds up to something deeper. These rooms don't just impress, they comfort, challenge, and inspire the soul. Silks and Saddles is more than a design fusion, it's a narrative. It tells a story of East and West, of heritage and fantasy, of the past reinvented for the present. In combining Ralph Lauren's rugged luxury with Chinoiserie's delicate dreams, you create a space that lives, breathes, and speaks with timeless elegance.